What up, dudes? Good.
It says insert a card in that's not as
All my hair.
What? Is there no card in here? Yeah, there is.
Everybody good?
There is no card in your camera.
I mean,
Did you
so,
check it out?
you know, the fact that you guys are so deep on that offensive line, it almost seems like the ones and the twos are pretty interchangeable. What's that like in practice, knowing that there's not as much of a worry about the ones having to perform and having to stay healthy on top of that?
Yeah, you know, I think it's just getting us rest, you know what I mean? The season's long, and especially if we go to where we want to go, deep in the playoffs and all that, the cultural playoff, we want to be able to have the depth to give the guys some rest. So guys like Alex Forsythe, Salas, Stephen Jones, Ryan Walker really stepped up to be in that kind of spot. But, you know, 2 years ago, if one of the starters got hurt, it was really like, you know, you got to play no matter what. So at least we have a little more comfortability with our guys, and that lets us play more confident as well. So yeah.
What's Salas shown you just as a JUCO guy?
Yeah.
Who the expectation is he's ready coming out of JUCO?
Yeah, for sure. It's just the biggest thing too is, I mean, every team runs inside zone. Every single team runs outside zone. The thing with the difference is our calls, our combo blocks are all going to be different. So we try to, you know, just the older guys really try to get with him when he first got here, and he picked that up so fast. And obviously he's really physically developed. He's lost about like 80 pounds or something since he's got here. So he's really had quite a transformation. So I mean, he's to the point now where spring ball he's kind of learning all the calls and everything in the offense, and to now where he's actually to play full speed and really show him what he's all about. So yeah.
Him working out in a sweatsuit? How do you
I
shed
don't know.
that much weight?
They got a weight loss group. I forgot the name of them. They work out like an hour before our workout. They get on the bike and stuff, and they're there every single day. So it's a little group of them. So
Who's a part of that group aside from Salas?
I know Stephen Jones lost a lot of weight. Justin Johnson lost a lot of weight in Solace. I know those kind of three guys are the guys that really did well this offseason and really kind of made it a little fun little group. So they have their own little nicknames and call each other. So.
Detroit, I call the three true freshmen D tackles a three-headed monster because they're always together.
Yeah.
And Mario praised their work of going up against you guys.
Yeah.
What have been your impressions of those guys?
Yeah, they're real twitchy. They're real big guys. Even if they do redshirt or if they don't, I think they'll give us a really good look on the scout team. So that's what we're really excited about, just watching them go and really giving the younger guys, the guys that came in, just really show them they look at really just above the level of other freshmen coming in. They're real stout, physical, strong. So honestly, the best interior defensive lineman I've seen come in a while. So
with the development of the guys on the roster and the recruiting, are you seeing the talent of like the scout team go up since you've been here?
For sure, and I think we're at our scholarship count now. I think we was down in the last couple of years, so we weren't really able to have a full, experienced scout team where we weren't able to get that good of a look. So we ended up doing a lot of ones versus ones in practice. You know, that's rigorous in practice to cut down the season stretch. So and the same thing, our development in the weight room and stuff's made our depth a lot. I think that's a big contributing factor to our depth and our line. So yeah.
What makes you think the offense is going to be more explosive?
I think we brought in some really good receivers, Micah Pittman, Juwan Johnson. They're really explosive, especially Juwan. He's a big guy who can go up and grab the ball. I think our running backs, they're all four of them now. I've seen a lot of Sean Dollars coming in. Cyrus has obviously had a really good spring, and he's continuing to have a good fall camp, and they're just really explosive runners. And I think that just the design, just some offensive stuff, the offensive little keys we've been putting in, it'll be really exciting on the stretch. Yeah.
Who's been best at camp?
Who's been the best?
Yeah, one guy.
Any position?
Any position.
Shoot, I say Isaac Slade or Austin Fowler.
I was just going to ask you about Isaac. What have you seen from his development?
He's became a really vocal guy on the defense. He's a great pass rusher. I've never seen him develop so much as a pass rusher before now. And he's not afraid to come down to the A gap and smack someone. So I really like his play. So
why Austin?
What's that?
Why Austin?
Austin's always been really twitchy, but he's became a monster in the weight room. We had our own little weight room. We do extra, and I was part of that. And I just saw the way he worked in the off season, just showing it now on the field, just how twitchy, how great of a pass rusher is. And Austin really never has an off button. Even if it's a walkthrough, he's still push pulling, he's still ripping, bull rushing. So it's never an off switch. So I really like that about him. So.
For Travis Dye, one of the hardest working guys on the team. Do you have an example of how this was?
Travis?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for him is how much he's helped Sean Dollars. I think Sean Dollars really, this last couple of days, he's really came out and showed that he can really, because in high school you never, they come in, they say, we have to block for the quarterback, you know what I mean? You never really do that in high school. And Sean Dollars came in, and I think Travis really took him under his wing, was able to stay with him extra time after our meetings are over, and really just prepare him too. So I think that's kind of a contributing factor to his leadership and his work ethic.
So so he's obviously called Baby Die.
Yeah.
He's the youngest. But is there any other nicknames or anything else about Travis?
Yeah, we were just talking about how he doesn't wear any gear. I said you got to start wearing some like elbow braces, like the old lineman wear a neck roll and all that. So I think that'd be kind of funny because that's what he's all about. He's like an old school running back, I feel like, but he's a little more twitchy. So
You think he's gonna start wearing some of that gear?
probably not.
Speaking of gear, you've probably seen the whole Antonio Brown helmet thing.
Yeah.
How
gosh.
superstitious are players when it comes to stuff like having the right helmet that fits right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I consider myself severely superstitious. Like I have to listen to the same song in the mornings before I would go to practice and stuff. But I mean, a helmet's a helmet. You know what I mean? Obviously, offensive linemen I feel like are a little different in terms of that. I mean, I put my left sock on first before I put my right sock on, just stuff like that. But nothing, equipment's whatever.
What is the song?
It's called "Working Man Blues" by Merle Haggard.
Okay.
It's good.
More for Shane. Everybody good? Shane, can you talk a little bit about just the development of Justin Herbert as a quarterback?
Yeah, he came in. I think his first start was UW game, where we obviously lost by a large margin. But I think just his leadership and the way he's been able to command the offense has really developed over the last 4 years to now, where he's always the one that if we go astray in practice, he's always the one bringing us back in. If we have a penalty or something, he's the one that's ready to call it. And I think we all respect him for that. Know it's not coming from a bad place, and knowing that it's coming for what our senior leadership is really about this year. What our goals want to be.
Speaking of goals, I'm sorry. A lot of talk about you guys getting the possible Morris Trophy Award winner,
Yeah.
and then the Joe Moore Award. Can you talk about the offensive line, just the possibility of getting a little bit of respect for you guys as well?
For sure, I think the biggest thing right now is obviously just focusing on fall camp and getting better every single day. But obviously, the number one goal for us would be Joe Moore. I think none of us really want an individual accomplishment. No one can really care about that, but just really how much work and the stuff that we've been through the last several years. I feel like a Joe Moore would be really cool, and that's the thing we've been striving for the last couple of years too. So yeah, it'd be a huge accomplishment.
Really crediting you guys for the ability for the offense to be more advanced this year. The offensive line is a big part of that. How have you seen the offense advance personally?
I think it's a really big credit to Jake Hansen. He's a wizard. He's so smart. He knows everything with offensive line play. He'll just pick up little calls, little switches that we weren't picking up last year. Just little things. It just he can really he's very detailed the way he does things, and he's really good at organizing what we do. Making points, adjusting the offensive schemes and pass protection, run blocking, and working with Justin too. If he sees something that Justin should probably know, he'll throw it up and let Justin know. And stuff like that. I think it's really Jake and Justin working together. So.
Everybody good?
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.